Now here's an episode of a wonderful television series, a little bit different than a lot of them. It's a Western, but it stars Edgar Buchanan. Edgar Buchanan didn't really get into acting until his late 30s. He was a dentist before that. And Edgar Buchanan stars in this. This is a TV series with 39 episodes to it, and it's called Judge Roy Bean. And it was filmed in Pioneer Town in California, but it's supposed to be Langtree, Texas. And in this episode, keep a lookout for somebody very famous at the time, Lash LaRue. And you'll see him more than once in a way. So get ready for the episode of Bad Medicine of Judge Roy Bean. Also, in this episode, you'll see Russell Hayden, who produced the series. Russell was one of Hopalong Cassidy's pals in a lot of the hoppy westerns. So get ready for a wonderful episode of Judge Roy Bean.
Take me home to the land of the Pecos. Near that stream, let me dream neath the sky. This old heart keeps on beating, repeating fond echoes of the brave and the bold riding high.
During the 1870s, the wildest spot in the United States was the desolate region west of the Pecos River. Virtually beyond the reach of the authorities, the railroads, then pushing their way west, attracted the most vicious characters in the country. It was said that all civilization and law stopped at the east bank of the Pecos. It took one man, a lone storekeeper who was sick of the lawlessness, to change all this. His name was Judge Roy Bean.
Well, that ought to stop them. I hope so. They ought to be coming along now. Back there they come. Get your spot. Get your head back inside. Get out of there. All right, throw down the strong box. I'll blast you wide open for that. If you know what's good for you, stay right here. That on you, critter. I'm sorry this happened to you folks. Help me clear this blockade.
Quite a bit late, aren't you, Clem?
Sure am, Judge. Got held up just outside of Soto City.
No, I hope they didn't get anything, Clem.
Well, they didn't get your order, Miss Lady. Everything's here safe and sound.
Uncle Roy, do you want to look at the mail?
Be careful of that, Clem. Can't you read? That says fragile on there. That must be some of that bric-a-brac you ordered, honey.
Well, I hope so.
Clem? What color held you up and took your gun? What do you look like?
He was about medium height, dark, ordinary looking.
What kind of a horse?
Didn't see none. I was a little scared.
It's too bad he got your gun.
Yeah. Now I got to buy another one.
You're lost my gain. I got just a gun for you. Show him old Joe's gun there. Old Joe won't be needing that anymore.
Why not?
He just wasn't quick enough on the draw. You know, Clem, no matter how quick you are, there's always some fellers just a little quicker.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Judge. Nice gun. How much?
Make you a good price on that. $15. Joe's widow can sure use the money, too.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I can only give you 6 now. Make up the difference on my run back.
Yeah, it's all right. Need any lead?
No, got plenty of that. You know, that holdup sure rattled my memory. Clean forgot to tell you they broke into that sheriff's office over in Soto yesterday. And King's boarding place was held up night before last.
You suppose that could have been the same fellow that held you up?
Yeah, I don't know, Judge. Nobody seen it happen. Criminy Antley, I almost forgot.
Doc Malone's medicine show, music, magic, songs, come one, come all, fuck you.
Well, I hope it's better than the last show we had here.
I hope they put something in that medicine besides colored water this time, too.
Well, it's a mighty fine show. I saw it yesterday in Soto City. Be in Del Rio today and here in Langtree tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a good excuse as any for folks to have a little get-together. Suppose he wants me to tack this thing up.
Yeah, Doc Malone said he wants you to pick out a spot for the show, too. Said he needs some planks, some sawhorses. Said he'd pay you for all your trouble.
Yeah, well, he better pay me. Every time a medicine show comes to town, nobody buys my stuff, do they, Letty?
Well, guess we better be moving along, folks. Got a lot of lost time to make up. Bye.
Bye, Clem.
Hey, that's a mighty pretty poster. We'll have to tack that up somewhere. Be a good job for Jeff. Where is he?
He and Steve are over at Del Rio.
He's always going somewhere when I want him to do something.
Just to be my baby, baby. Tell me, darling, that you'll be mine. If you will be my baby, baby, we'll have a love divine. I'll spend every moment close to you, close to you, close to you. I'll spend every moment close to you. Yes, that's just what I'll do. Come be my baby, now don't you say maybe, and we'll have a love divine.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Awina, awana, wahoo. Ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to you just then with my mother's tongue. And I said to you both health and prosperity for the rest of your life. Now, folks, I don't claim that Dr. Malone's home remedy can cure everything. But I do say that if you suffer from sciatica, lumbago, aching and swollen joints, if you got disorder of the kidneys, if you got stomach trouble or chest trouble, if you suffer from impediment of the speech, then, my friends, I can cure you. Now, folks, I'm going to have my agents pass through you with some of these bottles. Thank you very much. The price is $1 a bottle.
I'll take a bottle, ma'am.
Well, thank you, sir.
What do you want with that stuff?
Well, I've been having a little stomach trouble lately, Jeff, and...
Stomach. Sounds more like heart trouble to me.
Say, she's sure pretty, isn't she?
So a girl finally caught your fancy. Well, it's about time.
Well, if you have as many cattle as you say you have, and they're all prime stock, I'll get some money and meet you at the hotel in a few minutes. Then we'll take a ride out and look them over. That's fine for me. The bag's been robbed. The bag's been robbed. The bag's been robbed. He ran behind that building.
Well, where you two hombres been? Del Rio?
Yeah, somebody broke into the bank over there.
Didn't get anything, but we were trying to round him up.
Clem said somebody held up a stagecoach. Looks like we got a full-grown crime wave on our hands. Say, maybe one of you better backtrack and escort that medicine show into town.
There goes your chance, Steve. Well, that sounds like good medicine to me. You don't mean the medicine. You mean the gal.
Hey, what's this?
I think Steve's taking the shine to the doc's daughter.
You don't say. Well, they always say the older they are, the harder they fall.
I'll see you later.
Todd, look, I'm just trying to keep you out of trouble, that's all. You've gone bad, boy. Real bad.
All right, all right. Nag, 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 that's all I hear. That's what drove my brother away. You and your infernal nagging. Let's hitch up the team and get out of this town. I'm sick of it.
You should be. If they found out what you'd done, you'd be here for a long time, believe me. You go get Kathy and we leave.
Hello, folks.
Howdy.
No,
I saw your show. Enjoyed your singing, Miss Malone.
thank you. I remember seeing you there.
I'm Steve Allison, Texas Ranger. There's been a lot of holdups in this territory, and Judge Roy Bean sent me out to escort in the Langtree.
That's very nice of Judge Bean. And of you, Mr. Allison.
Shall we get started?
Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
Welcome to Langtree.
Well, thank you. Oh, say, you must be Judge Roy Bean.
That's right, that's me.
Well, thank you very much for the escort. Oh, Judge, this is my daughter, Kathleen. My son, Todd.
Howdy.
This is my deputy, Jeff Taggart.
Good spot you picked for the show, Judge. Out of the wind and everything.
Yeah, well, we figured that. Doc, you want to step down and walk over to the store with me? Got a little business to tend to before the show starts.
Yes, I'd be glad to, sure.
Miss Kathleen, you like to come along, too? My niece Letty will sure be glad to see you.
Oh, I'd like to meet her.
Can I give you a hand, Todd?
No, thanks. We got everything worked out to sort of a routine.
Well, if you need anything, just holler.
Sure will. Thanks a lot.
Letty, this is Doc Malone, his daughter Kathleen. This is Letty, my niece.
Very nice to meet you.
How do you do? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, too, Miss Letty.
Thank you. Kathleen, would you like to freshen up while these men talk about business? Yes, I would. The mirror's over there, Kathleen. Thank you.
I got it all figured out, Doc. It comes to exactly $10.50.
Why, Judge, isn't that a little bit steep? Well, we've never paid more than $7, $8 at the most anyplace else.
I got it all right here in black and white. Let's see, there's $2 for labor, 50 cents for rental of the sawhorses and the boards, $2 for taking up the signs, $5 for the license, $2 for my drawing up extra business for you.
Hi. All right, Judge, that sounds fair enough. Oh, is everything all right, son?
Oh, just fine. Just fine. I'm going to need some shells, Judge. 45. Thanks, Judge.
50 cents.
There you are.
See?
Here's your license for operating in Langtree.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Where you headed for next, Doc?
Well, actually, we were headed for California, Judge, but we stop and play towns as we go along.
It'll be a rough trip from here on to California.
Yeah. Well, I'd better be getting along, Judge. I want to get things rolling. Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Bye. Bye, boys. Bye.
That Doc seems like a regular feller. That daughter of his is a real lady, too. What are you hanging around for? I can escort her home.
I'll wait.
Must be getting traveling from town to town, the way you people in show business do.
Well, Pop and Todd like that kind of life, but I'd rather settle down. Have a life of my own.
Oh, I'd give anything to go to Dallas or Chicago or St. Louis and see the plays and concerts and eat in those fancy restaurants.
Takes a lot of money to travel in that style, Letty.
I know. Well, I guess I'll be stuck here for the rest of my life.
Well, I think this is beautiful country. So warm and peaceful.
Warm, maybe, but it isn't always so peaceful.
Letty, tell me about Mr. Allison.
Oh, you mean Steve? Well, he's one of the best rangers in the state of Texas. He seems peaceful enough, but he sure can be tough when it comes to law and order.
Is he married?
Heavens, no. No girl's been able to latch on to him yet. He doesn't stay in one place long enough.
Oh.
Boys, I just noticed something here on this map. Every place this medicine show has played, there's been a robbery. Somebody's using this show as a cover-up. They do their dirty work while the show's on. The people are all gathered together.
Pardon me, Kathleen. May I walk you back to your wagon?
Thank you very much.
Bye, Letty.
Bye.
Yes, sir. From the pattern of this thing, it looks like Langtree's to be the next victim.
Well, there wasn't a show going on when the stagecoach was held up.
Nevertheless, I think you and Steve should do some patrolling while that show's on. Steve, you... Where'd Steve go?
He went out with Doc Malone's daughter. I'm afraid he's got it real bad for that girl.
Children, you know, I think that's the beginning of the end of a good Texas Ranger.
Todd, I was watching you when you were looking around that store today. Now, I'm warning you, if there's any funny business in this town, I'm going to turn you into Judge Bean.
Now, don't get your dander up, Pa. I'm not planning nothing.
Well, I wish I could be sure of that. I have half a mind to tell Judge Bean the whole story and have it over with once and for all.
You do, and I'll tell him that you and Kathleen are just as guilty as I am. Now, you wouldn't do that to Kathleen, would you, Pa?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, folks, you just listened to one of the finest guitar players in the whole wide world. That man there has appeared before all of the crowned heads, all of the dead heads, and all of the bald heads of Europe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the star of our show, my talented daughter, Miss Kathleen Malone.
I want you to be my baby, baby. Tell me, darling.
I just thought of something I intended to do. You keep an eye open, notice anybody that leaves.
Baby, baby, I'll be your clinging vine. I'll spend every moment close to you, close to you, close to you. I'll spend every moment close to you.
Notice anything?
That's just
Not
what
so
I'll
far.
do.
Where's Steve?
He's out patrolling.
I'll go get my gun and take over. You go on down and join Letty.
Right.
I'll spend every moment close to you, close to you, close to you. I'll spend every moment close to you. Yes, that's just what I'll do. I want you to be my baby, baby. Tell me that you'll be mine. You will be my baby.
You stay here.
What happened, Judge?
Now it's me they're trying to rob. You go out the rear and I'll go out the front. Someone's trying to rob me. Come on. Didn't hear any horses go by. He couldn't have gotten too far. Here, where'd he get?
He went this way.
Yes, that's just what I'll do. I want you to be my baby, baby. Tell me, darling, that you'll be mine. You will be my baby, baby. We'll have a love divine. Come be my baby.
get Dad.
Dad, come here quickly.
Well, what's the matter? Oh, Todd. Todd, you're hurt bad. Bad enough. I've got a bullet in me. You've got to get out.
Oh, Todd, you're a fool. You've done it to yourself now. Everybody knows that you're in town. They'll be looking for you.
They don't know I did it.
Bet they will. The minute they see you wounded.
That'll be taken care of. Just get this bullet out of me.
Daddy, Todd, what happened?
I tried to steal some money and got shot. That's what happened. Get this bullet out of me.
Get my bag, Kathy, and then you'll have to help me with this, dear. Thanks.
Did you find the thief?
No, I
He didn't leave town, I'm sure of that. I've looked every place, even the chicken coops.
just don't see how...
What's the matter, Uncle Roy?
Hey, Todd Malone wasn't there, was he?
You think he could have something to do with it? Now, wait a minute, Jeff. That's a hard thing to say. I'm not talking about Doc and the girl. But what about Todd?
Todd was over at the show.
Something funny going on here. Every time there's been a robbery, this medicine show's been close by.
Oh, Uncle Roy, those people wouldn't rob a flea. They're too nice.
Howdy, Judge. Can I get some supplies?
What kind of supplies can he get you?
Oh, a couple yards of muslin and some turpentine.
Turpentine.
Yeah, one of the horses got a burr in its throat.
Oh, well, that ought to take care of it. Here's turpentine.
Thank you.
Muslin's right over here. Just got this little piece left. That'd be enough.
Oh, that ought to be enough. How much?
Turpentine will be 15 cents, the muslin 10 cents.
I hope you catch that thief that tried to rob you. So long.
What?
Well, I guess that proves Todd Malone didn't have anything to do with the robbery, doesn't it?
Maybe and maybe not. When he ordered 45s, he wore his gun on the right side. Now he's wearing it on the left side.
He's up to something. Come on.
What are you up to, Judge? You two stay here. You come with me, Jeff.
You both leaving town? Yeah, Judge. We got a long way to go.
You're leaving kind of sudden, aren't you? Miss Kathleen, Letty and Steve are going to be mighty disappointed you didn't tell them goodbye.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have thought about that. I'll tell them goodbye right now.
Doc, I'd like to lay in a little supply of that medicine of yours.
Well, just how many cases do you think you'd need, brother?
Well, let's see. There'll be a little run on it now the show's been in town. Say about 30 bottles.
30 bottles, brother? I got 30 bottles right here in the wagon.
I've come to say goodbye to both of you.
I'm awfully sorry to see you leave, Kathleen.
So am I, Kathleen.
Well, I hate to leave.
I'll carry him into the store for you, Judge.
You can just leave that on the porch, Doc. I'll take it in later.
I'll take it now, Judge.
How much do I owe you for that medicine?
Let's see. You get a discount. That'll be $15.
After now, I'll make you a sporting proposition. Since I missed that varmint I shot at, I figure I need a little rifle practice.
Well, what do you mean?
Double or nothing, and I can hit every O on that sign on your wagon.
No, you can't do that.
That's all I wanted to know. All right, get down off that seat.
Something wrong?
Take this man's gun, put him under arrest, Jeff. All right, you in there. Come out of that wagon.
Hear me, I said, come out of there.
Twins.
No wonder no one could catch them. They had the perfect alibi.
I don't know whether you're Will or Todd. You're both in this together. You're charged with highway robbery, assault, and burglary. Now I'm holding you without bail until I can turn you over to the custody of the marshal of Soto City. Lock 'em up, Jeff.
Let's go, you two.
Well, Judge, Kathleen knew absolutely nothing about this. I had an argument with Will several weeks ago, and he left us. He must have been tagging along wherever we went. You know, I knew that Todd was doing something wrong. I tried to talk to him like any father would, but,
Doc, it's the sentence of this court that both you and your daughter be allowed to proceed on your journey. They'd order Steve Allison to escort you to your next stop.
That'd be a real pleasure, Judge. Thank you.
Bring your show back to Langtree anytime you feel like it.
Judge, thanks a million for everything. Goodbye, dear.
Bye.
Bye.
I can hear every steer, the sound of the thundering herd. It's so real, I can feel the warmth of a friendly word. So I know I must go to the land of the Pecos, there to stay, till I die.
I hope you enjoyed Judge Roy Bean starring Edgar Buchanan, brought to you free on the internet by Wild West Toys, the only manufacturer of Western toy cap guns made in America. And if you want some Western toy cap guns that are American made and die-cast Texas tough, go to www.toyguntown.com. Thank you.